That's right. I'm Stephanie Abrams alongside Al Roker live in New York. Now, Dorian is our fourth named system of the year. Typically, by August 1st, we only have two. So we're actually ahead of the game.
But we don't need it to be a tropical degrees. 82. Wow, 33 in Saranac Lake.
33 in Saranac Lake. We are 1 degree above freezing. Now, if you notice, it's partly cloudy. We were mostly cloudy our last observation. And so Brandon, our weather producer, mentioned, which he made a very good point, we're not seeing a ton of radiational cooling. If we had clear skies, that temperature could drop even more because all the heat that the ground collects, that would be radiated out into the atmosphere. But when you have clouds, it acts like a blanket and it keeps the temperatures a little bit warmer. So you can imagine if we had clear skies, what we could drop to. Hey, I'm like, can you imagine if we had clear skies? So otherwise, we have temperatures into the 40s here from Watertown on into Mount Washington. And as we zoom wider out, it's in the 60s as we look down the 95 corridor. This is much cooler than average. Even into places like Detroit, we're waking up 10 degrees below average. And it's going to continue to stay on the cool side for us from the Midwest on into the Northeast. Al was showing you that jet stream taking a dip. Now, the low pressure he was mentioning is forming on this cold front that goes from the Atlantic back into North Carolina. Along this cold front, we have a low pressure, and that is actually going to spin and take off by itself. It's kind of like a Kit Kat bar. It's just going to break off from that front, and it's going to move up the coast. It's going to stay offshore mainly until we get into New England as we head into our Friday. That's when I was mentioning the heavier rain for you. New York, yes, you might see a few showers, but look at the heavier rain here in our forecast. Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. This is through Thursday evening, then gets into Maine. But with this low, a counterclockwise spin is going to keep throwing that water into New England. So we will still see those showers heading out into Cape Cod as well, and it will be clearing out. Into Florida, we do have a little bit of rain, perhaps around the Orlando area, Tampa. Also on the northern suburbs of Tampa, you're seeing the showers that drive along I-4. If you're waking up early to do it from Tampa to Orlando or the other way, it's going to be a stormy one, and there's a lot of lightning. Wow. So it's going to be a bright ride as well.
We want to bring you up to speed with our weather headlines this morning, starting with a state of emergency for Oklahoma. Florida, it's flooding in the Panhandle. That's why their state governor.
And now we have new information on a balloon ride that turned into a crash. Nightmarish boat ride crash.
Wow. There's a lot going on in the tropics. You got Flossie that's moving to the west. We've got that area to the east of Bermuda, and Dorian. Yeah,
Dorian already causing the orange juice futures to spike in Florida because Dorian is headed that way-ish right now.